Well, hello and welcome to another multiplayer race in F1 2016. I'm Ilya, the guy who didn't expect that is Matt.
Hi.
And
What didn't I expect?
anything.
Right.
And with that said, let's quickly set our tire strap and tell people about our qualifying wars while we're doing the warm-up lap, confirmation lap. Or one of those laps.
A lap. A lap would be cool.
Yeah, for us it would be great if we can make a lap. So anyway, we both managed to qualify
Out of Q1.
out of Q1, though barely. And with that barely, Matt ended up in P16, being last in Q2. What happened?
I can't get my head around this car. I just can't. It's weird because on the same difficulty, same everything else, I managed to get pole in a Haas in Australia. So, I know I still have the speed somewhere, but it's not showing right now.
Okay, while I from P6 made my way into Q3, where I kind of ran out of tires and was forced to have just one attempt at it. And I set my base time with 7th place, and I was 4 tenths faster, but managed to spin the car in the last corner and ruin the lap. And that's why I'm starting 7th. So 7th in a McLaren, I think is good enough.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's about where they are, or will be probably at the end of the season.
And Matt will have to fight his way from P16 on the grid.
Now, my benefit there is one of my trademarks is my start. So I could probably pick up a few places there, but I don't know. It's going to be a hell of a race. I'm taking a risk. We'll see if I get rewarded.
You can take whatever tire compound you want.
Yeah,
Which is another
did a
benefit.
I was trying to do a little trick there with the warming the engine and the brakes at the same time, and I almost went up the ass of Gutierrez. Just like, wait a minute, nope, brakes, where are they? Hi, Esteban. You won't be here next year, hopefully, but you know.
I'll make the game a little bit quieter, because you're fucking quiet compared to the game. Anyway, we're
Yeah.
forming for the start. I will have Ricardo and Verstappen ahead of me, and Felipe
help you.
Baby, and what looks like Bottas behind me. Some in a Red Bull Williams sandwich. Ferraris look out second row, and Merc look out first row. Who is surprised? As we have lights, which are off. We have a decent start, but a lot of wheel spin. That allows Checo Paris get us. Oh god, oh god, oh god. This is clusterfuck. Felipe, get the fuck out of here. Shh, fucking hell. Minor damage to the front wing. Hayanto is wrecked behind us. But basically, I don't know what that Red Bull was doing. That Red Bull basically fettled me and Massa. I will have to make a case through the field. Maybe overtake Med at some point. Okay, now I'm getting cocky. Still,
Breathe now.
still alive?
Yeah, P12. I'd gotten up to P8 at one point, and then I had to pull out, because otherwise there was going to be an explosion.
Did you avoid? Oh, yellows, yellows, yellows. Someone in the bin. I think that was one of the houses. And we have virtual safety car. I think that was... Oh god! Jesus Christ, you're slowing down way too much, dude.
Who?
Nazar in front of me.
Oh. I was just like, am I? Because I don't know.
Nah,
My delta's...
yeah, my delta is 1.2 seconds, but Nazar in front decided, you know what, I'm gonna pop it. So that's the first virtual safety car of the season, eh?
Yeah.
I think it was because of the Haas that blocked it
Yeah, that'd be Gutierrez. Oh! Whoa!
sideways.
That would have been Gutierrez. So I'm right behind Grosjean now.
Yeah, it looked like Gutierrez.
I see right behind. I could probably catch up a little bit.
I'm gonna be rejoining the train that's 2 Renaults, 2 Zaubers, and led by Nico Hulkenberg.
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC ending. Wait for green.
And we are back to racing. A little bit of wheel spin. Ericsson is going ham with Palmer up ahead. That's still side by side. Holy shit, mister. I'm missing a part of my front wing, which is not making my life any easier.
We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A? DRS is being made on this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Double overtake. That's Nazar and Magnussen done. I think they tangled with each other now. No, my options are not looking that good. My options, I mean super softs. I kinda forgot we have 3 compounds now.
Yeah, I'll take that added layer of complexity if it means we get the racing we have this year.
See any rain, but if a storm front does appear, then we'll let you know.
The draft train in front of me means DRS is not gonna help me much. Much better exit than Palmer, bit of wheel spin. I'm gonna have DRS. He has DRS as well. Ericsson is making a move on Hulkenberg. Ericsson just shoving Hulk out of the way. Hulk still holds the position. I have a lot of AI racing in front of me. It's actually nice to watch.
Yeah, one of the things they improved in the patch was the overtaking, defensive, offensive, all that behavior of the AI has been improved a lot, and it's showing. I mean, the AI is actually racing one another.
Oh yeah, I see a lot of side by side, and Ericsson actually.
They have not backed out of it. I've made a couple overtakes that were a bit like, you know, I end up side by side with them, and they do not back out now. It used to be in the old F1 games, and they would just run away and be like, I'm not dealing with that. And overtakes were incredibly easy. In this game, they hold their ground like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that was a thing in F1 2015. They toned it down a little bit in the beginning. And it looks like it's back here in full force. And in the beginning, what happened to me is basically the case of we have too many cars in turn 2 and nobody wants to back down. It was 3 cars for 2 car space. And I ended up on the receiving end.
Pit in this lap. Remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind.
Mark's fighting for the fastest lap, because why the hell not? Hulk is actually on softs. That'll explain some of his pace. Very late on the brakes. Hulk is still fighting it. Whoa! Hello there. Palmer was looking. Yeah, they're not backing down anymore. Nice. So might have a chance here. Paul got a bit of a run. I keep sliding out of the corner, which has really messed me up. Hulkenberg is just breezing past Ericsson. Very twitchy that. Zauber's speed is yet to be found.
Realistic.
I see you up ahead there. Spot Zauber is slow. He's really making himself wide. Walks the slap.
Understood, copy that.
I have Lewis Hamilton right behind me.
That's a bad thing.
I have a run on Ericsson. Oh, that's gonna be a pain. Ericsson doesn't back down, doesn't give me any.
Strategy change available to us. Would you like
Oh.
to keep to the current plan or try the
Oh, Jesus, fuck! What?
There's a lot of damage to the front wing. We're seeing a significant loss in downforce. We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change
Well,
or stick to plan A?
I just got demolished. And I can't even go back to pits. Lovely. Well, got my race ruined by a Zauber.
It's been said many times before in history.
Basically, I saw you in the pits. Well, you didn't say anything about it.
I used the other thing. I was paying too much attention to what I was doing.
Well, yeah, and said teammate in the pits, so I decided to stay out another lap. That was on the inside, and Zauber decided to cut across into me and into the pit box.
Tires.
Oh,
Sent me into the wall.
Times are falling off. We want you to pit in for repairs. Box, box, box. We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one?
So yeah, we're gonna be finishing last today. Again. Box a slap. Well, to be honest, I thought you were not gonna bid, since, you know.
Copy that.
Yeah, I didn't even think about keying the box to slap thing.
So we're finally in the pits, one lap later.
Conditions to be informed of any changes to the weather. Go now. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
Gap to the next car is 24 seconds at this point. Well, basically, all the time I was standing there, unable to pit.
Oh, God!
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is karma.
How's it karma?
Well, should have announced the pit.
What did I not see the pit up? Yeah, fuck this.
Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead.
And we have a yellow head. Probably that's the teammate face plant on the wall. And now that he is raging, basically, yeah, might kind of fucked me there. I expected to go to pits. I got to the inside. I knew that Ericsson was gonna pit, so my plan was to dive inside, and I'm the first to the pit line. However, when I saw that the teammate just cruised into the pits and that the pits were blocked, the problem is here it's not just a double stack. Basically, he leaves and it's clear. They also need around 10 to 15 seconds to clear up to receive the next car. So basically I would have been stuck. So I had to just basically abort my pit and get out on the track. And while I was doing that, Ericsson basically was trying to slot in behind me legitimately without losing a lot of time. So he basically decided to get the wider line here just to get back right behind me. And when I started pulling back onto the track while I still could, he didn't see it and just plowed through. Don't blame the Zauber too much. I mean, yeah, he didn't do any evasive action, but he assumed I was going to pits, which I was doing, judging by my line. And I just decided to swerve because the other car was in the pits. We had a decent race until that. Was going to be an interesting bout with Hulk for 12th, I believe. Because he was on primes, and I would be switching on primes and possibly making an undercut by a couple of laps on him. We're getting closer to Verline, but really not enough time to get anywhere near the striking distance, so we're just cruising to the finish at 20th. Gutierrez recovered after his spin, which is interesting. But yeah, I think that's the second race out of 2, which could have been a points finish, but we got screwed over big time. Hopefully it can come through further into the season.
Engines showing small signs of wear. Power output will be down.
Well, it's Honda, it's to be expected. It was a nice battle with Renaults and Zaubers while it lasted. The cars ahead, the Zaubers and Renaults, really didn't want to give me any space, which is really interesting. I kept sliding out of the turns, which was kind of giving them some advantage. And they were slow here, but I had to go inside to get some sort of speed going without having to brake for them. They kept exploiting that, unfortunately. That made some overtakes stick until that pit stop. It was really a fight with Hulk, because I think Ericsson would have been out of the way, either at pit stop or after pit stop. I was all over him. The question was about Hulk. However, I think Force India was slightly faster than us. I don't think we would have been able to gain a lot. As Nico Rosberg crosses the finish line, ooh, get a little bit sideways. Tires starting to wear just a little bit. Nothing big yet. Was holding out, so stop. For as long as I could. If it was scheduled, it would have been around 45-ish under France, which was okay. I had to make an extra lap without the front wing and with that super softs, and spent like 10 seconds. I also don't like that they reset. I was kind of breaking the rules during the pit like that, but I was right there. So I assumed they wouldn't just fuck me over again. But we're coming home on 20th after a massive disappointment and with some pace. And hopefully next race will be better. And with that finish, we'll see you in China. Until then, goodbye.